Hello, Internet, and welcome to another episode of the Queer Chronicles of the Strixhaven Quartet here on Game Nights. I am your host and your dungeon master for the evening, Savvy, and we're here to play some Dungeons and Dragons. And I'm so excited. It's been a long day, and I'm very excited to be here doing this and not anything else. Thank you for joining us. Hello, if you're live with us out in the chat, welcome, or welcome back. If you are with us in the future on VOD or on YouTube, also hello to you specifically. I don't think I really have any announcements per se. This week we should be... This music is like a little too epic for the intro. I'm gonna leave it. You guys just want a big battle. I'm gonna leave it. I don't really have any announcements. We have our regular schedule. If you're live with us on Twitch, it's down below our faces. It's also pinned to our Discord. It's also pinned to our Twitter if you are not, or you like that format better. So you can find it there. We are live on this channel currently every days except for Wednesday, and currently Sundays are on a little bit of a hiatus, but we will be back with those at some point in the future. Our next live stream after this is tomorrow. I'm pretty sure it's Escape Velocity this week. I didn't ask. I should have asked. But if it's not Escape Velocity, it's Squire Squad. They're both great. Go watch it regardless. It doesn't matter what it is. They're both good. Go watch them. We got some good friends doing some wonderful games. On Tuesdays, they alternate Masks and Stars Without Number. So you get a little bit of superheroes. You get a little bit of sci-fi, a little bit of science fantasy. They're both fun. And then our regular schedule for the rest of the week. I want to get started, so I'm going to stop talking and let my cast here introduce themselves, tell you who they are, where you can find them on the internet, and who they are playing today, starting with Sid.
Yeah, I forget I'm first in this game. Hello, I'm Christina Sid. You can find me on the Twitters at GreekSid, talking about TTRPG shenanigans and chip posting. Yeah, I'm here usually Thursday through Mondays, because I'm back here on Mondays. Woo! Giselle's back. Otherwise, here on Thursdays at 8 o'clock Eastern, I run our game Monster of the Week. Oh man, our gang is it's been a rough day because all this has happened in a day. But yeah, they're making it happen. So yeah, check out their escapades this Thursday. Tonight I am playing Giselle. She is a Tabaxi sorcerer / rogue.
Thank you very much, Sid. Next up is Rob.
Hey, wow, that's me. Hi, I'm Rob, or bonus stage Rob, or bonus_stage_Rob. You're cool, bisexual vacation dad here on the internet. You can find me very sparsely until I get married because wedding planning's fun. However, Twitter at bonus stage Rob. I will always tweet when I am doing things like, hey, tomorrow, when I will be at twitch.tv/Mateehee, MATEEHEE, for a Cult of the Lamb inspired TTRPG written by the lovely and talented Emma Panada, who was also working on All of the Witches, which you should follow on Twitter. A plug within a plug. Isn't that crazy? Cult of the Lamb inspired TTRPG called Cut of the Lamb Chop, where we will be looking for our dang lamb. Our lamb that we love so much is just gone. Where's our fluffy leader? This is a charity stream. It'll be benefiting the Lilith Fund to help support Texans and their reproductive rights, which are under attack in this country. So we're just gonna play a little game and raise a little money. So come on down if you're around. That's at 8 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. Yeah. That's me. Oh, sorry. I'm Willoughby Wanderfoot. First year.
Thank you.
Paladin, Owlin, good boy.
Very good boy. Thanks,
Yeah.
Rob. Next up is Rachel.
Hi, that's me. I'm Rachel Elizabeth. You can find me here on Twitch at Rachel Elizabeth, where I haven't been streaming recently because I'm playing Dungeons & Dragons 3 times a week with my friends. On Sundays, I play on LB Hack'em Up's channel. with a couple faces you see here. I'm here on Mondays, and on Thursdays I am on YouTube at Nerd Immersion's channel, playing a less morally good character. they're all a little morally ambiguous, and that's fine, except that they're in a lawful plane, which isn't great. So you can catch me on the internet playing Dungeons and Dragons 3 times a week, and tonight I am playing Sereia Vale, the Water Genasi Circle of Wildfire Druid.
Thank you very much, Rachel. And finally, we have Val.
That's me. Hi, everyone. I'm Val. You can find me at the Kraken's Crown on Twitter and Twitch. I'm here Thursdays through Mondays playing running games. I run a game on this channel called Ward 47 on Saturdays at 4 o'clock Eastern Time, 5 o'clock Eastern Time, where we play Parslings, a indie deck building tabletop game where everybody has magical ink parasite powers. And things are super dramatic, and the party's revealing secrets, and yep, Sid's a nosy bitch. And yeah, we're having a great time there, so come join us for that. I also co-facilitate our game on Fridays of Neon Gods, where we play Good Society. Jesus, I lost the name. We play Good Society, and everybody's a celebrity deity in the 21st century, and we're kind of reaching the end of that, nearing the end. So come join us as we head into our maybe final cycle. The last thing I'll promote too is I just recently opened up commissions on my Twitter for art. So if you want any sort of art done, hit me up, and I'll do the ding dang art for you. That's it. Tonight we're gonna be playing Law, who is an artificer.
Well, thank you very much. And I'm Savvy. You can find me on Twitter at SavvySeaworth. That's where all of my stuff is. Are you guys ready to get started? So last time, Rachel saying no. Sorry guys, we can't play. Rachel said no. Well, thanks for joining us, everybody. We are going to sit here for 3 hours and talk about Cats, the musical.
Or just watch it.
Or different
breeds.
breeds.
Watch it.
I mean,
just cats in
that's fun
general.
too.
No, we are not going to do that. We're going to play
Okay,
Dungeons
we
and
can go.
Dragons.
I'm just scared.
So last time, on the Queer Chronicles of the Strixhaven Quartet, a lot went right for our wonderful friends here. You got some things done. You went out and gathered some glowing mushrooms. You all were asked or did some asking to the Magister's Masquerade. Everybody's got a date. It was all lovely and sweet and wonderful. And then the Battle of Strixhaven happened. And for the first time in the history of Strixhaven, a team of all first years, even if it was by the skin of their teeth, won. And will go down in history as the youngest team, but probably the pluckiest team ever to win. An excellent, excellent game of Mage Tower. And that was it. Nothing bad happened. Nothing went terribly wrong.
Happily ever after, right?
Until the four of you and Greta made your way back to the locker room. You were changing out of your jerseys and back into your regular clothes. But before you could truly celebrate your victory, your many victories, you heard a terrible clacking and skittering sound as two of your worst nightmares came crawling, skittering, and then sprinting out of the dark back of the locker room and directly for all of you. Just remind everybody what we're dealing with here. There you go, chat. 2 mage hunters. The thing some of you fear the most are making their way directly towards you. Let's roll initiative.
Six. Let's hope I roll better from now on.
7.
5. It's going great.
Oh God.
Everything's
7.
fine.
Oh my God.
Everything's great.
Oh my God. We're gonna die.
So you guys can all see the turn tracker, yes?
Yeah.
Do I want to? No, but I do.
They rolled a 13.
It didn't take much to beat us.
So the 2 mage hunters are going to go first. I will tell you guys up front, before I forget, this is not a large space that you are in. It is a locker room. It goes pretty much straight back like a horrible mage hunter filled hallway. Probably about 50 feet across. Goes back a little ways. Lockers on both sides, and a few benches scattered around. And your stuff. That is what you are working with. One of the mage hunters. Now here we go. You guys hear them coming. Do you do anything? You probably have a chance if anybody is trying to move. You could move.
How close is Law to them?
I'm assuming you're all pretty close together.
Okay. It was just that Law recognized the sound.
Yeah.
It's not that
Yeah.
they were closer to
That
them
was
by any means.
that was more just emotional trauma.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I
We
figured.
We had like the pan and the move, and it did like the Jaws thing where it
The
just
moment
panned
of
onto their face.
realization.
Okay.
And they said run.
And they said
Yeah.
run.
I put myself in between Law and the mage hunters and raise up my shield.
So Willoughby up front.
Yeah, I think Law just immediately activates their armor. If I can do that. But I don't think Law goes for the punchy armor this time. I think Law is doing the ranged, like, stealthy armor, like, doesn't want to get close to these things.
Yeah. Yeah, you can do that. Ladies?
Giselle throws up her hood and disappears.
Giselle
and then...
throws up.
Giselle throws up.
Giselle throws up.
Hairball.
Yeah,
I am
Sereia
sorry.
also puts up her hood.
Okay.
Can Giselle also climb on top of one of the lockers? I have a 20-foot climbing speed as a cat.
You can start.
Okay.
I'll say you're on your way up.
Okay.
There.
I'm imagining just invisible, like climbing up the fucking
Yeah.
screen door.
You can,
Going
you're-
up the cat tree the wrong way. Just like
you can climb about halfway up. They are faster than you.
Great.
Okay. And the one that takes the lead is gonna go for the shiniest thing in the room. Mr. Wanderfoot. As the terrible purple glowing bug-like creature, which is much larger than all of you. Several Willoughbys tall. It rears back, moving extremely quickly, and is going to sort of strike down at you with 2 big claws in quick succession. Does a 21 hit you?
That is my AC.
Okay, so the other one misses. The 21 is going to hit you for 10 slashing damage,
Heck.
which is low.
Owie.
The other one, while you're behind Willoughby and Giselle has gone away, so it's going to come skittering up next to it, swing around, and Sereia swing this large, almost like, it's very chitinous, but it's almost like bony tail, with this huge spike at the end, towards you. Sereia, that is a natural 20.
Owie.
How many hit points do you have?
45.
No, it's too late. I would feel bad saying this after knowing it's a crit. I was gonna say we're close enough to each other. I feel like I could impose disadvantage, but I also should have said that.
I haven't done the damage yet, so
I would like to
That's a
use
reaction,
my
though, right?
fighting style.
that is a reaction.
protect.
I'll allow it. Okay, so the disadvantage is not another natural 20. It is a dirty 20,
Ah, I tried.
but it's not a crit.
Well,
You're gonna take 16 piercing damage.
That's better than 32.
True.
Well, roll 20 rolls the crit, so it was more than that.
Oh no.
That's okay.
Okay.
This is why we use our resources and trust our friends. So 16 piercing damage, and you are grappled. As the tail sort of pierces down at you like a stinger, and then immediately sort of slithers around and wraps around you, sort of holding you in place. And just for...
why do I keep getting grabbed by creatures?
you know?
Am I the Daphne?
No.
Am I our group's Daphne?
But the only
Why do I always
thing...
end up grappled?
Grappled is the only thing that grappled is that your speed is now 0. You can still attack and everything without any disadvantage. That's for you and also for my memory, because I never remember. Oh, you know who I forgot to roll initiative for?
Greta.
Well, she rolled
Greta, save us.
Well, she rolled 4.
Shit!
On brand with the group.
Ooh,
Yes,
but she's
we
on
are
there.
a team.
She's on there at the very end, wondering if maybe she should run for help. But that is the end of the Mage Hunter's turn. Giselle, you're invisible, and I assume climbing the rest of the way on top of a locker.
Yep.
All right, it's only
So-
10 more feet, so you can go ahead and climb up there.
I mean, she's invisible, but I will bonus action hide, because I can do that now as a
Okay.
rogue. And I guess the invisibility would give me advantage to that roll?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll take that 13 plus 8. So that's a 21
Okay,
to hide.
good to know.
And then I'm gonna shoot it with my crossbow.
Okay, go ahead and roll. Once.
Yes. 17. This dice loves to roll 17s. It loves 17s and 4s. That's literally all this gold one rolls ever. So that's 17. Plus, I don't This is the first time in how many sessions that she has shot a crossbow?
It is your dexterity, and if you are proficient in crossbows plus your proficiency bonus.
Okay, so it's +5. Okay, so that's a 22 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay. That's 6 points of piercing damage.
Sorry,
And-
guys.
oh, I
at
get my
home,
sneak
if you
attack,
could
too.
hear That our smoke detectors keep randomly beeping. What are the stipulations
get-
on sneak attack?
If I had advantage to the roll, essentially. So, and I did on that one. So either
No.
like flanking.
That's why I said only roll once.
Oh, that's right. Oh, and if
I think
let me read it here.
also if you're
Sneak
the
attack.
enemy's engaged with more than just you, I believe.
If
I
it
don't-
ha- if
you
You
it's
don't
don't
an
need advantage on the
ally,
attack
then-
roll if another enemy of the target is within 5
Yeah,
feet. That enemy
yes.
isn't incapacitated, and you don't have disadvantage on the attack roll.
Okay, then yes, sneak attack.
So they are engaged with my.
I can never remember
buds.
if for that it has to be melee or not, but all your friends have to be in melee.
Yeah, another enemy of
Yes.
the target is within 5 feet.
Yeah.
I got it.
I always forget. I actually forget the advantage thing because we almost never have advantage when I DM like a rogue. It's always
Yeah.
just flanking, basically.
Yeah.
So that will be, what was it? It was 6 plus 4, 10. So 10 points of piercing.
Okay. As you fire off a crossbow bolt, which sort of finds its way in between two of these chitinous plates and sticks into the sort of side like shoulder of which one of the mage hunters?
The one that has Sereia.
Okay. Noting this down, so I remember. Okay. Anything else?
That's my turn.
Okay. Oh,
Or you know what? I guess she'll just shimmy a little. Can't hide right now, but I mean I'm gonna move out of that exact spot.
Move out of the spot. Okay.
Yes, just shimmy back a little bit. on top of the water.
I didn't ask when I sorted initiative. I'm assuming law that Giselle's dexterity is higher than yours.
Mine's a 2.
Mine is also 2.
Oh, interesting.
Rollies.
You guys both have 30 feet of speed, right?
Mine's 35 right now
Oh, you should be going before Giselle.
because of my armor.
Dang.
All right. Well, you go, and then you'll go first next time.
That's fine.
I don't know if I can just...
It gave me more time to consider what I'm going to do.
I did not
I am
do
like
that. I'm
actively
sorry.
nervous right now for law.
So, Law, it's your turn.
I think okay, Law's armor is completely engaged. I'd like visor and everything, like feeling the comfort of like being encased in metal around these things. Holds up. I mean, does their best to try to attack. I think they hold up a shaking gauntlet, which glows and is going to do a lightning launcher attack at each of them.
Okay.
Which is not a spell. It's just an attack.
Yeah.
First one against the one Willoughby's fighting.
Okay.
That's a 15 to hit.
That just hits.
Okay. That one will do 12 points of lightning damage because I
Okay.
get an extra d6 on the first attack that hits per turn. And then my second attack is a 21 against the one Sereia is fighting, which is only 6 points of lightning damage on that one.
Okay, as you fire off 2 big blasts of lightning. Yeah, it's not a spell, so can't do anything about it.
And I'm going to bonus action have my boy Dutch make an attack.
Okay.
Which
Go
I
Dutch!
haven't done in a while, but I don't have anything else to do with my bonus action. So,
Against which one?
Dutch. This will also be the one with fighting Sereia.
Okay.
That's a natural one.
Yeah, that's not gonna do it. So Dutch makes his way out a little bit in front of you. A third blast sort of firing off directly from him, like center mass, but it goes wide.
Okay. I think Law's feet are kind of frozen to the floor. And that's the end of his turn, or their turn.
Okay, Sereia. You're grappled.
Yeah. Well, Sereia is going to first bonus action Shillelagh on her Staff of Fire.
Okay.
But as her action, she's going to summon her Wildfire Spirit, the one that looks like the Flame Atronak.
Okay.
Or however you say that.
I think that's how you say it.
So, first, as it appears in between these two mage hunters, probably behind them, because we're in like tight quarters and everybody's in front of these things, right?
Yes,
So
yeah.
she's gonna summon it behind her and them, or I guess in front of her, but behind them. And then as it appears, each creature within 10 feet of the spirit need to succeed on a dex saving throw. And they need my spell save DC, which is 13. As that happens,
It's a dex save?
it's a dex save.
Wow, they both fucked it up.
Cool. Well, they both are going to take 10 fire damage from this thing just appearing.
Okay. Now this is a spell. So, they do both take the. Yeah, this one's a spell.
Okay.
They do both take the fire damage as the wildfire spirit appears and sort of lets out this blast of flame, taking them by surprise. But I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Which you
I don't know
get
why I almost rolled a
advantage,
D&D
or
game.
not advantage on. You get +3 because of my
Yes,
aura of
because of Willoughby's
protection,
aura.
which I have now.
So +3 plus my +2? Or press. Or just
You
+3
get my
total.
modifier.
It's
Oh,
an
okay.
extra
In
+3, so yeah.
addition
Got
to
it.
whatever you get, yeah.
Yes.
Don't fail me, gold dice. Die. 17?
Yeah, that is enough. So Sereia, you see the blast of fire hit both of these mage hunters, sort of one in the side and one in the back. The fire just missing you. Somehow, probably because it's your spell. That definitely helps. But you see both of these sort of frills and these long, like glowing purple tendrils that are sort of coming out of the mage hunters. You see them glow as soon as a spell hits them. This like bright purple, and these motes of fire come off of them and start to fly towards you. But they go a bit wide. Especially hard to hit you because you are so close to them and wrapped in one of their tails. So you take no damage from that.
That's my turn. Thank goodness. No damage because I'm already a little hurting. And then the wildfire spirit gets to go directly after me.
Oh yeah.
So now it will make a attack. And we've got two options. But we're gonna do the ranged weapon attack.
Okay.
And granted, it is a spell, but I'm trying to distract these things.
Sure.
And I will be okay with the damage if it happens. Because I am resistant to fire.
That is true.
So, if we keep doing fire damage, everything's going to be fine. So, it'll make it just starts shooting, everybody's here's played Skyrim. So you know what it looks like when those things start shooting fireballs at you. And that's what I imagine this little guy looks like. So please don't fail me. Good, 19 plus 2, 21.
At which one? Or does it shoot at both?
The one holding me.
That's fair.
It makes one attack. Yeah, the one that's holding me. It's going to shoot it in the butt.
Yes, that'll hit.
So it takes 1d6 plus proficiency bonus, which is, what's my proficiency bonus?
Should be plus three,
three?
at least.
At level
3,
6?
right?
Is that right? Sure.
It's not my spell attack bonus, it's my proficiency. I can't find it anywhere, so that's why I just asked out loud.
Here, I'll look.
It
Oh,
should
there it
be
is,
in the
plus 3.
corner right
I see
under
it.
your, yeah, right under
I
your
see it. So
inspiration.
plus 3. So it takes 8.
Okay.
Just 8 fire damage.
Trying to do math
And
in
then
my
I
head,
probably
and
have to
I'm
make
bad
another
at
dex save.
And you do need to make another dex save.
Okay. Plus Willoughby.
Plus
Dex
Willoughby.
save plus Willoughby.
What a good time to have gained that ability.
Heck yes.
Honestly.
18? I'm assuming that works because the 17
Yes.
worked?
Yeah, that'll do it.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's some
Cool.
more motes of fire sort of fly your way, but just swing a little bit wide as your wildfire spirit joins the fray. Willoughby.
I'm gonna swing my sword
Oh man.
at the one that has my friend.
Okay.
Ooh, that's not great. Does a 15 hit?
It just hits.
Hey, good enough. I'm going to expend a second level spell slot on a divine smite with this one.
Okay.
So that's gonna be
Which we've already talked about is not technically a spell.
yeah. So that's gonna be an extra 2d8s.
And this is against the one that has Sereia.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Wow. I got a 1, an 8, and a 2. What a weird one. So that's 11 plus... That's 14 total damage.
Okay. That's quite a big hit.
And then I'm gonna do it again.
As Willoughby rears back, the glow
I
from
rolled
his
the
sword
exact same thing.
fading. He strikes the mage hunter a second time with his long sword.
I rolled a 15 once more.
That'll do it.
And you know what? Heck it. I'm hitting him anyway. Wait, no, would I be able to do that again? Can I do that more than once?
Do what?
A divine smite? Yeah, it doesn't say it's a bonus action. It just says
Yeah, you just have to expend another spell slot.
expend another slot. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
it's
doing
per
it
hit.
again. Why not?
Do it.
Hell yeah.
I'm hitting it.
It's what paladins
Another
are built
one?
for, baby.
Yeah.
So I ended up with the exact same roll, but with different numbers.
So
14. I guess these dice are consistent. Cool.
Yeah. 14 is a good amount of damage.
Yeah.
I'm just
yeah.
saying. Especially at level 6. Okay, so Willoughby takes 2 glowing radiant swipes with the longsword. Both of them cutting through the mage hunter's chitin and sort of spilling this purplish, like brackish blood across the sword and the ground in front of you. And Sereia, this is the one that's holding you. You feel its tail like slacken a little bit, and then it takes sort of a deep breath and it tightens its hold on you. That guy's looking rough. That guy just took some big
Hands
hits.
off my friend. Oh, and then as a bonus action, I would like to turn over my shoulder and look at Greta and say, "Get help."
Excellent. It is Greta's turn. Greta wants to help. What can she do? Those spells aren't going to be helpful. Greta is going to look at this thing that is holding Sereia. Willoughby, look at you as you say, "Get help." Nod. Turn back towards the one that is holding Sereia, and you see just briefly she sort of raises her hands to like her temples, like right where her jawbone meets her temples, and just Willoughby, because you're looking right at her, just the briefest thing you'd miss it if you weren't paying attention. Her eyes flash gold. And then around the sort of center of the Mage Hunter, there is this eruption of like the same golden energy as she uses the ability that only recharges on a 6 of the d6. Reduce to memory. It's gonna make a con save, of which it's going to roll a whole 6. A whole...
Go, Greta!
6. The DC is low, but it ain't that low. This bad boy does 60-10 thunder damage.
Wow.
This
Okay,
is what
you
get
are
if
the
you keep,
help.
if you keep doing
But,
Lord
like-
Hold.
Not in a disrespectful way, like you're helping.
Oh, that's a big 45 thunder damage for Greta.
Holy ass, dude!
shit!
There are so many 10s in there. 10, 9,
She's the
7,
only 10
5,
I see.
4, 10. Greta
Greta!
Did Greta just
completely
atomize this thing?
annihilates. Well, what she does is she reduces it to memory. She can do this
I do
once.
remember it.
Yeah. Oh man, I can't believe it failed that save. Its con is really good. Yeah, Sereia, you feel the pressure around your like chest and your midsection let go as the tail of this thing just turns to dust. And it just sort of collapses into a dusty pile on the ground, and Greta looks shocked and a little appalled. And then Willoughby, she looks at you and says, I can only do that once.
Once is great. Once was awesome.
Should I
Thank
go get
you.
help?
Yes.
Okay. And then she turns around and she runs out of the locker room.
Amazing!
Oh my god, I can't believe she rolled such high damage.
I think
Go,
Willoughby's
Greta!
in love.
You
Hell
better not
yes,
forget
Greta.
about a Greta!
Don't forget about Greta.
How
but you
can I?
guys-
She reduced it to memories for me, baby.
Right?
Man, it's such a good ability. I gotta get some of the other colleges in here, but like,
That's fucking sick.
man, these
That's
Laurel
amazing.
kids have some cool
So
It's a
good.
lore hold thing?
That's a lore
Yeah.
hole.
Aren't I lore hold? Am
Yeah.
I not paying attention to like
You're
this
not
stuff?
The spells you get.
as
Can I do that?
as high enough
Okay,
of
okay,
an
cool.
NPC. You're
Oh,
also not an
shit, well.
NPC.
Fuck me.
Also,
All right,
sorry to
well,
reveal it to you this way, you're actually an NPC, Willoughby. I know,
No.
I know it's hard.
I guess I
and-
gotta get higher.
If I turn you into an NPC, you can have this ability. Okay, so Greta absolutely rocks everybody's fucking domes. It's the Mage Hunter's turn. One of them. There is one of them. Sereia, you're no longer grappled. You're fine. It's not that far to fall. You just kind of land unsteadily on your feet.
She superhero lands,
Oh yeah, that's cooler.
holding her staff.
The second Mage Hunter, looking, well, not looking around. The second Mage Hunter sort of clocks what has happened right next to it as the other one doesn't feel so good, Mr. Stark. It looks around, and Willoughby, especially you, because you're right there in the front, you see its head snap towards your general direction. They don't really have eyes to speak of. But you generally have a good sense of what's going on. This thing has sort of snapped its attention onto Greta, who is running as fast as her dwarf legs will carry her, which is not super fast. I think you guys all see it sort of take one big inhale, and it just charges with two claws, and Willoughby, it is trying to go straight through you to get to what it now perceives as the biggest threat in the room.
I think you'll find I'm the smallest threat in the room.
You can do can you do a reaction and
Oh, is this an attack or?
Yeah, but it's attacking you.
Oh, well, yeah. What did it roll?
I'm being
Oh,
bad.
I thought it was just running past him. Never mind. Okay.
Oh no, it's gonna take 2 claws like directly into your shiny friend here to try to get to your shinier friend, which is running out the door, but it does roll a 12 and a 12.
Not enough. I'm strong.
You're super strong. Willoughby, you stop this thing in its tracks with your shield.
I just like hold up my shield and my sword, like cross my arms, and I skid to a halt, like stopping this thing.
Which I think to everyone else in the room, Willoughby, I don't know how you feel in this moment. Probably incredible. But to everyone else in the room, this thing is so big. It is wild that Willoughby was able to keep it from making progress. Like,
Iron
it's pretty
Lifter
wild.
Society for life.
Just because you don't look big doesn't mean you are strong. That's its whole turn.
It's all about using your weight.
Law.
Okay. I have a weird question.
That's okay.
How big is this thing's mouth?
Let's
I
see.
think you're asking
You are
what that
correct.
mouth
That is
do.
a weird
Are you
question.
asking what that mouth do?
What that mouth
What
do?
that mouth do?
Well,
From the picture, it looks like
so-
it got a pretty big mouth.
It's a large... It's doing that. You guys want to see the picture again? Here you go, chat. That's what it's doing. It's way
Everyone doing
less...
and freak out said.
It's way less scary when you think about it making that sound. Or is it
That's
more
the sound
scary?
mage hunters make. La, 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 la.
So it's a large...
Yeah, you're right. It's
Okay.
like that. Actually, thinking about that is a little less terrifying.
Dutch is a
So that
tiny
mouth
creature.
that's a couple of feet of mouth.
Okay.
Is
Dutch is a
Dutch gonna-
tiny creature.
Please don't
Is
do
Dutch
this.
gonna Thanos him?
I want Dutch. Law is going to have Dutch fly into its mouth.
Are you okay with never seeing Dutch again?
If that's a sacrifice for destroying this thing, I can rebuild Dutch. I have the technology.
Okay. Anytime
And
anybody
as
has a
Dutch-
pet, I'm gonna make sure.
As
Gather
Dutch,
the
it's
Dragon
fine because
Balls.
Dutch isn't going to survive this turn anyway. As Dutch flies into its mouth, Law casts heat metal on Dutch.
Oh,
This is
and
spicy meatball.
That's fucking metal, dude.
literally.
to burn it from the inside,
we're just
so it can't
Holy
get the
shit.
Like-
can't get it out.
Dutch flies down its throat and just
And yeah, Dutch is gonna go full on like Cyberman. I've got Dragon Ball Z stuck in my head.
okay,
No,
there's-
you're Tien and Duchess Chaozu.
Yeah, Chaozu. It's gonna full on Chaozu.
God.
I miss you, my friend.
okay. It's gonna make a saving throw.
Okay, so here's the stuff.
Because something is
to avoid
no, because
swallowing.
something is flying down its throat.
That's fair. That is fair. If I covered it in so now it is made of magic, so maybe it's enticing to eat.
No, well, that was my question. Is Dutch a magic item? Well, active spell. Never mind, I answered my own question.
No, Dutch is not a spell.
It's got an active spell on him.
He will have an active spell on him.
You're
yes.
gonna wait to cast heat metal until
Dutch is like in said mouth.
you don't have to. Do you have to be able to see what you're casting it on?
I do have to see Dutch. So it's like the last second that Law is able to see Dutch is when Law casts heat metal on Dutch.
Okay, so when Dutch is in the back of this thing's throat,
Yes.
it can sense the magic.
That's what that mouth do.
It rolled a 12 again. That's not good enough
Okay.
for this.
Yeah, if we're comparing it to my spell save DC, it's definitely not
It's
enough.
not good enough for this. That's 3 12s in a row I've rolled.
Not you've rolled, that the Mage Hunter has
Well, they
rolled.
don't have hands, so it's like
These are
really
like the
hard.
C team mage hunters.
Apparently.
So anything,
I told you
I'll
guys
put
you were
the
scared
spell,
for nothing.
anything that's in direct contact with the metallic object, which is
Okay.
going to include Dutch, but I assume also includes the Mage Hunter, is going to
Yes.
take 2d8 fire damage when I cast the spell.
Okay.
And until the spell ends, I can use my bonus action to cause the damage again. But also, if the creature can't drop the object, it has disadvantage on all attack rolls and ability checks.
And Dutch has just shoved itself down this thing's throat. This is why I love heat
Good
metal.
thinking!
This is why you cast
I
heat
love
metal
the
on
heat
people
metal
wearing
spell.
heavy armor. It's so sadistic. Roll your fire
Yeah,
damage.
it's pretty brutal.
And okay,
The other one, you don't have hit points left. Why are you still on my sheet? Get out of here.
that's
have negative
11
points.
points of fire damage
Okay.
from Z inside.
Math. 6.
That will destroy Dutch, but Dutch's little metal body, I assume, is still inside. the
He's
creature.
melty and stuck in the back of a mage hunter's throat. And Law, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
That's fine. I can deal with that. That's a 17.
Yeah, that'll do it. So again, as another, like, one of these purple tendrils glows and shoots a, like, mote of, like, molten energy at you, you move out of the way at the last second, and it sizzles through one of the lockers behind you.
And Law just stammering goes, choke on that.
Giselle.
Sorry, Dutch. I will rebuild you.
That'll be Giselle's turn.
Okay. Still invisible, but I don't really think that matters at this point. It's got some people engaged. Still a Willoughby engaged. Gonna go ahead and shooting a crossbow.
Okay. That'll just be a regular roll.
So that's a 12 plus 5, 17.
That'll do it.
Hit.
Dang, you guys are rolling really good.
Yeah. So that's a D8 and then plus my D6 for sneak attack. Okay, that is an 8 and a 5. That's 13 points of piercing damage. And you know what? Fuck it. Bonus action. She will conjure a radiant mace. But instead of just like little spikies poking out, they're little key claws. Just little key claws, like poking out everywhere. And she gonna smash that shit into the head of this motherfucker.
Does Giselle cast a spiritual weapon?
She does. For the first time. No, wait, I think I cast it as, what's it called? In the battle before. Whatever, it's all
I don't
good.
remember.
This time I'm actually using it to hurt somebody. Yeah, no, just a level 2. Okay. That's a natural 20.
Okay. So double damage.
So that is a... That's a D8 plus... D8 plus 4. Okay. So that's 5 times 2 is 10, plus 4, another 14 radiant damage.
As the mace, glowing slightly, swings into the side of the mage hunter, connecting and sizzling a little bit as the radiant energy makes its way through the chitin. Giselle, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Yup. 14 plus 2 is a 16.
That'll just do it. as these tendrils glow again, and this bolt of radiant energy comes flying towards you, directly towards you. But you are able to dodge out of the way at the last moment as it blasts into the wall behind you, leaving a
She just
scorch
splats.
mark.
She kitty splats. Just like front arms, back legs, splat.
Leaving a scorch mark on the wall behind you. Sereia, you're free.
I'm free. I am ungrappled, finally. Sereia is going to take that opportunity to, we haven't done this yet. I've cast Shillelagh several times, but I've never actually had to hit anything with my staff. So we're gonna see what this tiny person can do by smashing her staff of fire into this mage hunter. And thank you, Shillelagh, because she has a +0 for strength otherwise. Does a 19 hit?
It does. Now here's
Yay!
the question. Is the damage coming from the Shillelagh spell? Or is it just coming from the weapon?
I don't know. I think
I don't either.
it says melee. You use for the duration. You can use your spellcasting ability instead of strength for the attack and damage rolls of melee attack using that weapon.
I'm gonna.
Because I think you're actually casting it at
I'm gonna say that's
the weapon itself.
Well, I'm gonna put that in the smite category.
Okay. Cool. So this thing takes 9 smash damage. If by smash, I mean bludgeoning.
Okay.
And then that's my little wildfire, my flame atronach.
Yes, and the wildfire spirit gets a turn.
Yes, my wildfire spirit gets a little turn here
as you crack your staff into probably its head.
Yeah, whatever's closest, but would probably smash overhead. And then my wildfire spirit's gonna make a ranged weapon attack.
Okay.
So it would be +2. Yep. All right. I'm just checking all the math here.
Sure.
Ooh, they crit. I don't want to assign it a gender. They crit.
Wow.
So 22.
Okay, so double your dice.
Yay. So we do 3, and then let's do another one. Wait, what's that? It was a D6. I'll just roll one. 4, so 7.
Okay.
Fire damage.
As the wildfire spirit lets out another blast of fire, 7 damage that catches this thing in the back as it has turned to focus on the rest of you. Sereia, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
I don't know why I put this dice away.
Hope.
Oh, it fell off.
We call that hope.
Oh no. 7 + 5. I don't think that's enough.
What is it, 12?
12.
That is not enough. As
But
Sereia
it's cool.
catches you off guard, one of the tendrils glows again and hurls a mote of fire, probably the best option, at you. And
It's
you
okay.
take half of that damage. It takes rounded down, so you're gonna take 4 fire damage, and you're resistant.
no.
So 2 fire damage. Listen, it's a dangerous ability.
It is.
Sometimes.
Except when you're resistant to fire and all we've been launching at it is fire.
Yep.
That was my whole strategy. That's all I had for this.
I mean, it's a good one.
I'm resistant to fire, launch fire at it.
It's a good one. Anything else for your turn, Sereia?
Nope.
Okay, Willoughby.
I swing my sword. I swing my sword.
As Willoughby raises the longsword again. Let's take another valiant swing.
It's not gonna
He
hit.
did again.
I tried. That's a 10.
Nope, that will not do it as you swing wide.
Swing at it again.
As this thing moves to throw a mote of fire at Sereia. It
I
sidesteps
swing
you.
my sword again. There we go. That is an 18.
That'll hit.
And this time, it's only going to be a first level spell slot because that was all I could do last turn.
Okay.
Second. But I'm going to smite it again.
Okay.
Oh my god, with the ones on this dice.
Willoughby on the 1s and 2s.
Jesus, Willoughby on the 1s and 7s, I guess. So that is 1-8. So I broke even, kind of. That's 11 damage.
Okay. Math. The math is not hard. The numbers are not very big.
It's still
My
hard.
numbers, I mean. No, your number, my number's not looking so good over here. And by my number, I mean the Mage Hunter. As Willoughby swings a second time, the sword glowing with radiant energy again, making another huge slash through the front, severing one of the legs of the Mage Hunter, and just sending this brackish sort of like violet purple blood splattering across the floor. It is limping, but it is still alive. Anything else, Willoughby?
No.
Greta went for help. It's the Mage Hunter's turn. Willoughby, in a last-ditch effort to complete its mission, it is going to swing its tail around at you and stab down in your direction. Does a 23 hit you?
Yeah.
The tail swoops around too fast for your shield to get in the way and stabs you in the side, dealing 22 piercing damage.
Owie.
How you doing, Willoughby?
Willoughby's looking a little rough.
And then it wraps around you, and you are grappled, but that is the only thing it can do this turn. Law.
Okay. Bonus action. More damage. Gonna burn it some more from the inside.
Okay, how much damage does it take?
Wait, I have the heat metal thing up there. Let me just click. I'll just do the damaging. Okay, no, I'll just click the thing. Roll 20 being difficult. Wow, that's only 3 more points of fire damage. Big ol' 3 fire damage.
Okay. Law.
Yes. Dexterity saving throw.
There's a moment of silence. As you see, all of you, a glowing orange mote slide down the throat of the Mage Hunter and then burst out as a melted, lopsided little Dutch lands on the ground in front of you. It skids by your feet. And with his one eye that's left, just kind of looks up at you. And the Mage Hunter, who had 3 hit points left,
No way.
falls.
On the money!
I've never been so happy to miss an attack in my life.
Seriously, like it needed to be Law that finished this thing.
I
off. It
love
just
that.
needed to
I
be
love
Law.
that so
Perfection.
much.
Do the math at home,
Perfection.
kids. 3 hit points left.
That's amazing.
And it falls. Bleeding and burned and cut all to hell. Slashed open. The other one, just a pile of ash on the floor.
You hear a disembodied voice on top of the lockers. Sereia! Get Willoughby! And then you just hear crank, 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 crank. And then Law, you feel 2 little key paws on your shoulders. Are you okay?
Can you please turn visible again? That's freaking me
Oh,
out.
sorry! And she takes down the hood. Sorry. You okay?
No. But I'll be fine in a bit. Ends the spell on
dead.
Dutch and picks up.
Oh. Dutch fought bravely.
I'll go fix him later. It'll be fine.
Ribbit.
Dutch, it'll be okay. I will fix you.
Sereia is going to run over to Willoughby and cast Cure Wounds at 3rd level. Her last 3rd level slot. We're going to use it to fix Willoughby.
Oh,
Yay!
I have
10,
paladin
13.
powers. It's okay. Okay.
Hush
You're
now.
safe now.
You also have friends.
You get 15 You get 15 back.
Hey!
Nice. Yeah. He's going to look up and just nod to Sereia and say, thank you. And he's going to slap his palm on his chest and pump a little bit of lay on hands into himself. And I think this is the only time that anybody's seen Willoughby like scowling. And he's just gonna sheath his sword and his shield. And he's gonna walk up to Law and say, I told you we'd kick its butt. And then he's gonna march out of the locker room looking for Professor Sharkbeak.
Okay. Willoughby, you go to march out of the locker room, and you hear voices and shouting and the running of footsteps of people coming down the hallway, and you see quite the crowd. Greta up front. Close behind her, Mina and the rest of the other team, and then behind her, 3 professors, 2 running Professor Sharpbeak and Professor Danson in his large humanoid bear form, and then with a cane clicking on the concrete floor behind them, Professor Scrimmett, as they crowd the door to the locker room.
We're alive, it's okay!
I'll look at Greta and just nod and say, thank you. I would hug you, but I'm covered in a lot of blood right now.
That's okay. You can hug me later. I got everybody
Greta
I could find.
disintegrated one of them.
He's gonna walk right up to Sharpbeak and say, do you believe us now?
Mr. Wanderfoot, I didn't disbelieve you.
You didn't exactly take it very seriously, and he sort of lowers his voice. Law is extremely traumatized by these creatures, and I don't like seeing them like this. We need to take this seriously.
You are right to be upset. We made assumptions about the protections that the school had, and there were holes in them we should have seen. You were right. I'm sorry.
Protections mean nothing if someone inside the school knows about them and can get around them. This was not an accident, Professor. These things did not wander in here like a Willoughby Wanderfoot. Someone brought them in.
Yes. Are you all injured?
No worse than other times we've been attacked.
Yeah, I've been worse.
She's limping.
Professor Danson has called a medwitch. We're all going to meet back in Professor Scrimmett's office. We have some discussions to have. Can you all walk?
So puts an arm through Law's arm. Yes, of course.
We just have to go to the circle outside the stadium. It will take us back to the offices. I'm glad you're all okay. This should never have happened.
Do
No.
I believe her?
Roll an insight
Do I
check.
believe everyone? I want to read on every single adult motherfucker in here.
Okay.
Mr. Danson, Professor Danson.
you're
was
all
in here
adults.
before. Well, yes, but
Is she
the
lying? I
ones
have an
with
ability that
authority.
lets me know if anybody in the room is lying.
That's a
no,
different
that
game.
wrong game, Val.
That's Monster of the Week.
Soraya's gonna walk up to the other team and be like, "Did you guys get attacked by mage hunters in your locker room?"
No, I gotta try to remind myself who else is on the
Xanther,
other
Mina,
team.
yeah,
And
I would say
Mel.
Xanther is probably the person she walked up to. Since you know.
Xanther it shakes his head. No, nothing like that. He doesn't really say anything else, and he just kind of looks at Mina. And she sort of gives him a look back, and they all fall silent.
I
Soraya's
rolled a
not the most
16.
receptive of people, but does that seem odd to her?
It seems odd. You can roll an insight check if you want. Giselle, you rolled a 16.
Yeah.
As
I
far
was
as
focusing on the authority figures.
yeah, as far as you can tell, Professor Sharpbeak seems to be genuine in what she's saying, especially in her apology, even if she doesn't really know how to phrase it. And the rest of them, Professor Danson seems very concerned and is trying to usher everybody out. And Professor Skrillex, who's just named Professor Skrillex now, looks concerned, but also, I'm trying to think of the right word. He looks concerned.
Coming down off of a high.
Coming down off a serious high, because he was smoking a bowl right before this.
He's
Oh, I
too
thought
high
you
to
were
deal
going
with
with
this
high
right
off of the thrill of
He's been-
almost murdering
He's been
us.
dropping acid in his office.
He's a fucking sociopath.
No, he looks
No.
he looks concerned. But I think you can tell, Giselle, because I think you've seen this look on him once before in the aftermath of all of the goat nonsense. I think you can tell that like the wheels are turning, like he's trying to put some pieces, like there's a mystery
Contemplative?
he's trying to figure out. Yes, that's a great one.
Okay.
I got a dirty 20. Soraya's full of adrenaline, and she knows, and she has some insight.
Sereia, you've never seen oh my god, I just blanked on his name. Xanther.
Xanther.
You
Because I called him Xander
have-
last week, and now you've got Buffy on the brain.
Oh god, you've never seen Buffy like this. You have never seen Xanther defer to another person before. But I think you get a quick look at everybody else. There's Mel and a couple other people you're familiar with on the team, and they all seem to be looking to her, to Mina, to see what to do next. Xanther is not the kind of person who you can just give a look and he will stop talking. So I think you probably focus in on Mina for a second, and there is this sort of authoritative air about her, but when she looks at you, there is this suspicion, I think is the best word, on her face.
Hey, Mina, can I talk to you for a minute?
Yeah.
In
What's up?
private.
She'll kind of pull
Okay.
her towards the mage hunter's dead body for ultimate power play, I guess. We just killed this thing. Now you're going to talk to me.
Sure.
Stay hang out by this dead body.
What do you want?
Is there a reason why everyone seems a bit suspicious?
I don't know, is there a reason why every time weird shit happens, you guys are there?
We've been wondering the same thing. Somebody seems to want to kill my group of friends, and I'd like to get to the bottom of it.
Well, you'd think if they had creatures like that at their disposal, you'd be pretty easy to kill. It's kind of weird that y'all keep living through it.
It's kind of weird that certain people are always there as well. You know, after the fact, like some of the professors and other students. And we're always the ones who end up covered in guts and bleeding. It looks like maybe somebody wants us dead. And since you're supposed to be an investigative journalist, I would think you would be more interested in that as opposed to, you know, pointing fingers.
I never said a word. I just answered your question.
I'm just catching a vibe that's very different from the one when we agreed to help the other day. And your team wasn't the one who got attacked. My friends are the ones who got injured. And I would think that a person who seems to make their life's work inquiring into things, you don't seem very curious about why this is happening, more who it's happening to. And maybe your time could be better spent looking into it so that my friends and I don't have to do all of the legwork, while also almost dying.
Well, Sereia, last time I checked, you didn't ask me for help. And you're not my editor. So if you just brought me over here to talk shit, I can go.
You can, but it looks like maybe some other things could be used, your talent could be used, you know, to solve this mystery, as opposed to making some of our friends jump to conclusions about us, as opposed to helping.
Like I said, I didn't say anything. And,
Well, you didn't say anything to us, but you obviously said things to them. Because I do know some of the people on your team, and I've never seen them defer to somebody like that.
I didn't tell them what to think.
Okay.
They're in control of themselves. And, so are you. So am I. If you're asking for help, little pro tip, this isn't the way to do it.
Well, we didn't need your help to fight the mage hunters. So if you're not willing to help save the campus, then I guess we'll just handle it ourselves like we have everything else. And she'll walk away.
I don't know if Sereia hears it, but anybody else who is in the vicinity sort of hears Mina mutter under her breath, "Yeah, because I definitely rushed all the way over here for the photo op." Asshole. She turns around and walks away.
I guess we'll hobble our way to the circle we're supposed to be walking towards.
Yeah. Is there anything else you guys want to do in the locker room?
Law does offer the carpet to like Sereia and Willoughby so they don't have to walk.
Sereia will walk, considering the minor altercation she just got into. She will not appear weak.
Don't show them your weakness.
Shouldn't we? Should we take the body somewhere so we can, like, I don't know. What do the people that are good at nature things do?
Professor Danson is taking care of it.
Okay. Just has her arm over Law's and is not letting go and is gonna walk with them.
Anything else for you? Teleport to the relative safety of Professor Sharpbeak's office. Or Professor Scrimmit's office, excuse me. Neutral ground.
Please, yeah. Scrimmets the only.
No, I
is the
said
only
Professor
professor that
Scrimmit and then couldn't remember because they all start with S's and I don't know.
No, I don't think Law is going to say much until after this meeting with the professors.
Anybody else? Sereia said her piece.
Which she will probably apologize for later because she's not a mean-spirited person. But right now she's full of adrenaline and angry that her friends are looking at her suspiciously and her also other friends almost died.
Well, she didn't do it to be mean-spirited, I don't think. She was upset. Okay. So you guys head over to one of the teleportation circles outside of Strixhaven Stadium. And you teleport into the Quandrix building, into the sort of reception area where the offices are. Professor Skrillex already there somehow. Who knows what he's up to? He might have turned into a goat and ran here. You guys don't know, or a sheep. Opens the door to his office as he has moved some books and stacks of papers and stuff out of the way and invites the four of you and Professor Sharpbeak inside. And I think that's a good place for us to take our break. So, we're gonna take a breath because that was scary. And refresh our snacks, our drinks, and ourselves. And we will be back in a very brief few minutes because we got a lot of shit to get to today. So stick around. We will be back very soon to see what happens next. Hey everybody, we're back and feeling like we're ready to keep playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Sassy.
Feeling frisky.
Yeah, some of us are feeling frisky.
Sassy.
Some of us are feeling sassy. Some of us are feeling sad.
Brassy.
Brassy?
Also, yeah. Yeah, like frisky sassy.
How does Wait, I don't...
Frassy.
I thought you said brassy, like the metal or the instrument.
I mean, I'm shiny.
We're
and
all,
I like ska, so
we're
I
all
could be
fucking
brassy.
screaming and playing trumpets and happy to be here. Let's go. You all go back to Professor Skrillex's office, because that's just his name now. And we are going to pick it up, it being the story, right where we left off. Professor Skrillex lets you all... God, why do you guys let me talk?
We're all screaming and playing trumpet.
What a horrible thing I've just said. That was a bad joke.
No, it's all great. Everything, you're doing great.
Professor Skrillex turns off the ska that's playing in his office as you all walk in, and that part is canon. You walk in.
Professor Skrillex is actually in the first ska band.
Did you just say the
existed.
Silver Quill Manifesto? Listen, I know I'm a Quandrix professor, but I can be multidisciplinary. It's sort of my job at this point.
I couldn't think of a ska band with Q in the name, so I went with the next best.
No, that's a good name for a band, though. And Professor Skrillex loves them. There is current ska obsession. He lets you all in. Some chairs have been pulled out. He sits you down. One of the healers from the school infirmary is there to check your wounds, make sure there's going to be no lasting damage, no infections, anything like that. You all can get the benefits of a short rest while you are in here with her. You can roll some hit dice, but because of her magics, you don't have to expend them. So you can heal up. So it takes a little while. It's a little painful with some stuff knitting together and some bruises healing a little bit, some bones resetting maybe a little bit. Sereia, you might have had a broken rib you didn't know about, but ultimately you guys can heal up.
I'm going to use my spell storing ring to regain a second level spell slot.
Okay. Yeah, so anything you would get back on a short rest, you can get back. And Professor Skrillex sits down, offers Professor Sharpbeak a chair. She has a hard time looking any of you in the face. Professor Skrillex so sits down behind his desk. So, I think the question on all of our minds is, where do we go from here? I'm gonna assume at this point you've, told them everything that happened in the locker room, so we don't have to go back through the whole thing.
Cast exposition.
Now,
Yes.
Professor Sharpbeak, correct me if I'm wrong, but is of the opinion that in the wake of all these events, we should cancel the masquerade and the rest of the campus events for the semester.
Absolutely not.
No.
I was going to ask your thoughts, but I know I don't have to ask.
So many people have been working so hard, and that's just what whoever these assholes, pardon my Kaladeshi, want us to do.
You think so?
They're obviously trying to disrupt life on campus, so, I mean, why give them what they want? So far, we've all survived.
Laugh in the face of danger.
No, I didn't laugh. I hit it with my staff.
Good for you.
Law melted it from the inside out.
Yes, I
And Greta disintegrated one. It was so cool.
Yes, I saw the aftermath. Quite a feat you all pulled off in that locker room. I don't think... Well, if I can be honest with you, you shouldn't be alive. But you are.
Well, it's a testament to the education that we're receiving and our own willpowers. But I think the more important thing to ask is, what is the staff doing to address this?
As of today, we're bringing in some extra security.
Some of our friends are getting a little suspicious of the fact that we keep ending up in these situations.
Well, I can see their point of view. If I was a younger man, I might have the same thoughts. Mr. Wanderfoot, you pay your teachers a great compliment, but I'm certainly not teaching sword fighting in any of my classes, so take your credit where it's due. You're an unusually strong bunch. Yeah. More things have proven it, but out there on the field, at the battle, there was something else. And if you translate that into real-life situations, you've got some real talent here. That being said, you shouldn't be having to put it to use. So effective, immediately, I am taking over as a defensive counsel for the university. I hope that can bring you some peace of mind. Hopefully you know I'm on your side. I believe you. Seen firsthand more than once what you all can do and what you've had to do and what you shouldn't have had to do. So, I'm taking over. I'm bringing in some outside forces, but some that I trust. And so, if the four of you want, we will go ahead with life as normal on campus. We'll have your masquerade, we'll have classes, all of those things. But with a couple of extra layers of security on top.
I think that's a good start.
Who's in this room right now? Is it Sharpbeak and Skrillex and Danson?
Danson is not here. It is Professor Sharpbeak, Professor Scrimmet, the four of you, and the healer, the midwitch from the clinic.
Excuse me, Professor Skrillex.
Yes?
Could we talk to you in private?
Sure. Sure. He looks to Professor Sharpbeak and the healer, and they both nod. Get up and leave the room. He waves a hand. The door shuts. There's a click. Faint shimmer.
I'm trying to remember. I will defer to notekeeper Rachel. Have we talked about the Auric or what we suspect of the Auric with Skrillex yet?
No, not that I know of.
Okay. Professor?
Yes, my dear.
I think we have some things that we should tell you about that might help explain some of the things that are happening.
Okay. I'm listening.
Looks to the rest of the group.
It's been brought to our attention that at least one student on campus has been approached by a member of the Auric. Recently.
How recently?
Like within the last few days.
Right? That's what Grayson said? Over the last, week or so?
Like a week, yeah.
Over the last week.
Revision.
Well, that is much more recent than my last encounter with them. They never stop, do they?
It does not appear so, no.
Have they approached any of you?
No, but I think it's a fair point to think they might be trying to kill us at this point.
Well, either that or it's some sort of test. Methods are a mystery to most. And frankly, to me, your students, ill-advised, is what I should say.
Were you going to say it was fucking stupid?
No, something like that. You said it, not me.
No, I said it, for sure.
Okay. Thank you for telling me.
Just turns her back to Skrillex, looks at the rest of the group.
Imperceptible shake of Sereia's head, no, I don't think so, not yet.
Okay, so
No, is the general consensus on that?
That's what Sereia thinks. There are two other people.
I'm having a great time because I have no fucking idea what Sid said.
I also have no idea what Sid said.
She was saying the orb. Should we?
Okay,
know?
I was thinking
Orb.
about orb. The
I
way you were
was-
holding your hands, I was like, book?
Yeah.
I totally got it.
Yeah.
I did not
Rich
follow.
guy.
I was like, oh, this is gonna be fun for me. He doesn't know. He's not
The
looking.
big glowing thing.
Oh.
Yeah, the big the thing right behind her, right there.
Which, if I remember
It's in my hand.
correctly,
You have her
Soraya has.
Yes, in her bag.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just looks at the others like,
I think
We have to start somewhere.
Professor, we did a bad thing.
I seriously doubt that's true, Mr. Wonderfoot, but go on. This is a safe space.
Was it his office or was it Dean Tullis's
It was
office?
Dean
Dean
Tullis'
Tullis'
office.
Tullis.
We broke into Dean Tullis's office.
My boy, if that's the worst thing that you've done at Strixhaven, I have you beat by about 20 jail sentences.
Well, okay, that's fair enough, but we stumbled upon some questionable things that need more context.
Tell me what happened.
There was a portal to Kaladesh. That's actually how I came home a few days early
Just through a portal.
Mhm.
in the dean's office.
Dean Tallis.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
And go ahead.
Well, we know some of what happened during the expedition to the Badlands.
Okay. And how was that?
And sorry.
And how is that? Other than my big mouth.
Research notes specifically from Tullis themselves. And we took the orb that seems to have affected them in hopes that we could suss out what happened.
So that
Do
is
you-
where the orb has gone.
You know about the orb?
And of course I knew about the orb. I was there when we found it.
Have you touched it before?
No. Of course not.
Oh,
I have a
but Dean
rule about
has.
not touching orbs.
Willoughby's right. We're pretty sure from the notes, Dean Tallis touched it, and it was talking to her.
Hmm.
Well, that is troublesome. Where is it?
In an extra dimensional space.
Eeny, meeny. Looks at Sereia.
In an extra dimensional space.
You're all just carrying handy haversacks. Right. I don't think I can in good conscience allow you to keep it.
That's fine. It doesn't seem to want to talk to me.
Interesting.
Probably because I haven't touched it. And because I keep forgetting I have it.
Well, when you're dealing with magic beyond your control, that's a good coping strategy. I think I will take it from here.
Do not touch it.
I'm not going to touch it. I have a
Even
thing
with
about
cloth
not
over
touching
it,
orbs.
it doesn't work.
No, we're going to do a little advanced levitation and manipulation, my dear. And Sereia?
Sereia will open her head. How do you have a sack?
Can I
Hmm?
do an insight check
Sure.
on our board?
Trust no one.
Skrillex?
I don't. It's a 15.
15?
Mm-hmm.
As far as you can tell, he seems completely genuine. There's nothing off. He's taking things a little more seriously than I think you're used to. But
Coming down off the poppers.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But you've told him
Yeah,
some
yeah.
pretty serious stuff, so it's not. I don't think he's done anything out of character.
Okay. Do you know anything about what this is, or what connection it has to the Auric or the Badlands or any of that?
It told us to go to the Badlands, didn't it? That's what they told to Law, right, Law?
Yes, it implied that there was something there.
Well, if that's where it came from, it stands to reason that if somebody made it, maybe they're out there, or maybe its source of power is out there. We took it from its home. Makes sense it would want to go back. Magic has a way of returning to the source. So, we'll take this. We'll lock it up tight. And, we'll start to put the pieces together. If you all see anything else strange, I don't want you to be afraid to tell me. I know I've lived a very long time, and I've been on my fair share of adventures, and when bad things start to happen, it can be hard to trust after that. And that's okay. But you trust each other. And if you feel like you can come to me, then you come to me. Alright? Deal? I'll order some scones for next time. How's that?
Sounds good.
And I won't put anything in them. That's a little joke. It's a joke.
Giselle cackles.
Is there anything else you want to tell me?
No, you already know about the body of this lad.
I do.
I think that's it.
Alright.
Do you know where Dean Tallis is? Honestly, I'm kind of worried at this point that maybe this thing got really deep into their head.
No, I don't, actually. Actually, yesterday I was informed that Dean Tallis has fallen ill. They would usually give the address at the masquerade, but we're finding a faculty member who would be a suitable replacement for a nice welcome speech. And now I'm extremely suspicious of those circumstances.
With good reason.
I will look into it. Don't go breaking into the office again. We don't ever want to return to the scene of the crime.
That's very good advice.
Very smart.
I've got a lot of
That's
those.
what my papa always said.
Been alive for almost 900 years. You'd think I've learned a thing or two?
We will defer to you for all criminal activity going forward.
I would also like a little plausible deniability, so maybe only some of the criminal activities. At least until you graduate.
We'll always speak in hypotheticals.
Now, that is a plan I can get behind. Alright. I will try to get in contact with Dean Tallis. And we will take this. He's lifted the orb out of Sereia's bag without touching it. Sort of, with his mind, moved a painting aside. concentrated really hard, opens the wall safe, also with his mind, that was behind there, just shoves it in there, shuts the door. Painting goes over it. There you go. Locked away. There are some magical barriers on that. Kept some artifacts in there from time to time, so hopefully it'll be nice and quiet. And if not, well, I have always liked working from Bow's End Tavern, so you all should go and get some rest.
Have a good night, Professor.
And Sereia will get up and leave the office, at least. Wait in the hallway for the rest of her friends.
Law hesitates leaving and tells the others, I need to talk to the professor about something. Can I meet up with you in a bit?
You okay?
I'll be fine.
We'll wait for you outside, Law.
Okay. It won't take that long.
Take your time.
Willoughby's gonna wander over and just put a hand on your chest and give you exactly 1 point of lay on hands. That's
Just
for your
comfort.
heart.
Thank you, Willoughby. Just pats him on the shoulder.
Giselle just gives his arm a little squeeze. Probably a little like too painfully when the cats give you a little knead, but get their nails in there. Yeah, just gives his arm a little squeeze.
That one
And
got
then
a
we
couple of real tears.
that
That
was
Rob,
so good.
I'm
Rob,
fucking
damn it!
coming for
Stop
you.
it! Stop it!
You're gonna see me in person soon. This was a mistake.
Oh, we got a couple more sessions before them, mon frere.
all right. They
I'm
leave
gonna
and
hug
they
you
leave.
like so much.
I'm gonna hug
Anyway.
you so fucking hard. They wait outside for Law.
After they leave, Professor, I don't want to take up any more of your time. I know that it's late.
I'm almost 900 years old at this point. I'm probably gonna live forever, so. What do you need?
I don't know if I ever mentioned when we talked before about where I come from in Kaladesh and why I'm here.
Only very briefly.
I'm very worried about all of this. I've had run-ins with mage hunters before. It's not something I ever really wanted to happen again.
You were in Kaladesh during the war.
I was. One of the mage hunters ripped off my leg.
How old were you?
Old enough to remember, not old enough to do anything about it.
You're still not old enough to have experienced war.
I don't ever really talk about it with anyone. My dad doesn't really bring it up.
Oh, yes. Justicia. Right?
Right.
And I've met your father.
Then I'm sure you know what kind of person he is. He's very... He only looks one direction, and that's forward.
He is dedicated to his cause. Far be it from anyone around him to get in the way. I got in your father's way once.
I'm surprised you're still here to talk about it then.
Your father should be surprised he's still here. I'll tell you that story another day.
I'd like to hear it. On the walk over here, I originally was going to ask you if you could dismiss me for the semester and I could go back to Kaladesh. Just thinking about a lot of things, wondering if I really belong here. The whole reason I got into artificing and wanting to do any of this in the first place was because of the things that I saw during the war. The machines that the artificers used to save people like me. The people that built my leg for me. And seeing the mage hunters here again and worrying about all of that, all I want to do is run away. But thinking about it during our conversation, I realized the thing I'm most frustrated with is that I feel like I'm wasting my time. My father sent me here to get an education in Lorehold for diplomatic reasons.
Yes, for a man who you say is always moving forward, he is very often looking into the past. I would say most politicians are.
I don't think I'm smart enough to really know if what he's doing is good or bad, or if he's right and I'm wrong or whatever, but I know that all I've been doing is sort of goofing off in my Lorehold classes and doing things I don't really want to do. I was wondering if you could transfer me to Quandrix as soon as possible. I saw the things that they made and the things that the people of my city did during the war, and I want to do those sorts of things. I want to build things that will protect people and not just fun toys to goof around with.
That's a very noble cause.
I'll be honest, I don't really care either way. It's just what I want to do. It's the only thing that I'm really interested in doing.
That, in and of itself, is a noble cause. Luckily, I don't know how it happened. It just might have happened in some other paperwork, but after the lecture I gave, I had some students' files transferred over from Dean Tullis to myself, and oh, would you look at that? Yours just happened to be in there.
Did you already transfer me to the Quandrix curriculum?
Well, no, technically you have to sign the paperwork as well, but...
And you didn't just forge my signature?
No! I would never. What do I look like? Silverquill?
I'll sign it if you have it here.
Are you sure this is what you want?
More sure than anything. With everything happening right now, it's, I think, more important that I don't waste my time, because the danger is going to come to me whether I like it or not.
I like you. He reaches down into a drawer, pulls out a file with your name on it, pulls out some paperwork that is already flagged and highlighted and signed in several different places, and passes it over. Just there at the bottom. You can read over it if you like.
Law doesn't read it. Just immediately grabs the quill and signs it. Pushes it back towards the professor.
Twist! Skrillex is a demon. You just signed over your soul. Booyah!
To math. Takes the paper,
The
puts it in the file,
worst demon.
files it away, shuts the drawer.
I am the evil demon mathematics. Mwahaha.
Worst crossroads demon ever. You must do math every day, or you have to give me your soul.
Law's like, I'll do math every day and give you my soul for more math to do. Well, technically, at the end of the year, you will all be formally inducted into your colleges, but your path has been changed and set. So, as long as you continue what you're doing now, pass your second semester classes, you will officially be a Quandrix student. With the robes and the flag and everything.
Thank you.
Don't thank me. It's your decision.
Would it be possible for me to audit some more Quanders classes over the rest of the semester? I assume it's too late for me to transfer into any of the classes.
It's too late for a transfer, but luckily for you, I'm teaching a few this semester. Yeah.
I'd like that.
I'll give you my schedule. And I'll give you a second copy, and I'll give you 2 more, and you give one to Giselle, and you give one to Willoughby.
Thank you.
Just in case.
Just in case. Law takes the files, puts some in his bag, some in their bag, and holds the rest to give to the others after they leave. And thank you. I'll let you have whatever you do for the rest of the night, or party, or whatever you do at 900 years old.
You've never seen me party.
Maybe one day. And before Law leaves, just turns around and says, by the way, I know there's a lot of distrust and stuff going around, and I think you're really cool, and I do trust you, but if it turns out that you are some sort of evil mastermind behind all of this, I will rig your desk to explode.
I'd like to see you try. Consider this your first Quandrix assignment.
I'll see you next time, Professor.
I'll see you around, Law.
Slinks out of the office.
Wait a minute, did he just
And that's how we
invite
got
Law?
expelled.
Law is now going to
invite Law?
try to sneak in and rig the professor's desk to explode.
Listen,
With
Did we just get in a
glitter.
prank war? Did we just get in a
With
prank war with
glitter.
Professor Skrillex?
he didn't
No,
get
set up
to
a glitter
do
bomb.
the sheep prank. He didn't get
True.
to do the prank where you put the number on the sheep and you make them think there's more sheep in the building. And also, he's 900 years old and his methods are kind of unorthodox. But they're still letting him teach.
Because he's
I'm down.
He's double tenured.
Oh, he's double tenured. That's right.
That's
Anyway,
right.
Law comes
He's
out of the
double
office.
tenured.
Were you guys doing anything in the hallway?
I think we probably waited like outside, not like right outside the hallway. But the second that Law comes out,
Oh,
Sorry,
I
I
was gonna
give
say
them a
something
hug.
to the other. Oh yeah, I was gonna say to the
Oh.
other two before Law came out.
go.
You all know. Do you all know what happened to Law's leg?
They
think
told us
so.
briefly.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know it was very hard for them, but I also know that they don't want us to treat them any differently. So let's just let them say what they want to say. And then maybe we make sure that they get their favorite food at breakfast.
I'm honestly kind of hungry now.
Or we could go get our favorite food now. I am also kind of hungry. I forgot. I got so
Yeah,
excited.
we had a big
We did play
day.
a sport and had a battle. I'm kind of hungry.
Yeah.
Me too. We should go get food.
The battle was like mid-morning, so it's like dinner time now.
I'm very hungry. Yes, let's go get food. But, you know, let them set their own pace. Okay.
This point law comes out.
Sereia just they see this like little like teal thing just come out of the corner and just give them a hug. Like
I just felt like you needed that.
I did. Thank you, Sereia.
We're really hungry. Are you hungry?
Oh my god, I haven't even thought about it. Yes, my stomach is literally eating me from the inside.
Let's go get food.
Before we do, I don't want to forget. Giselle, Willoughby, Sereia,
There's not
they
one
didn't
for
give me
Sereia.
one for you.
These are
she barely
Quandrix
makes it to her
classes.
own classes.
Yes, that's going to be my new curriculum, and Professor Skrillex knows that I have trouble remembering things, so gave me a few extra copies.
You're transferring?
Yes, I am. I was going to make a big deal about it, but apparently the professor had like already gotten my file and gotten all the paperwork done, so it felt like sort of anticlimactic. But yes, I'm going to go ahead and transfer to Quandrix. I'm probably
Good.
going to. have
Giselle
to tell
hugs
my
them
dad.
now.
So, Giselle, I might need your help with that.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
I feel like your talents are better suited for Quandrix anyway.
I think so too. Honestly, I've been sleeping through most of my Lorehold classes and cheating off Willoughby.
Wait.
Have you told your sister? What are your
No,
or
I'm
your
going to
father?
talk. I'm going to talk to her, and then I need to talk to my dad because he is paying my tuition. So I may be paying for it myself next semester, but we'll just have to see. Either
if
way,
you want to do a summer job with my family, you're welcome to. I'm sure we
I
can
don't-
make you at least a year or two's worth of tuition.
I don't know if I should do any jobs with your family, Giselle.
It would be on the hush hush. No one would know.
I think I can earn some. I know that. Well.
Oh yes,
after
you just got
the-
that deal with the army person.
I might be able to work something out there, but we'll see. Maybe that won't be a problem. Maybe my dad has chilled out in the last few months.
If tuition becomes a problem, I'm sure we can figure out a way to keep you here.
We'll make it happen.
I do really want to stay here.
At least Sereia will pay for your tuition.
We'll figure it out together.
Holy shit,
always
Sereia is
start-
like super loaded.
I've been watching so much Breaking Bad. Now I'm just thinking about law, trying to earn tuition
You
by
have been
cooking.
rewatching Breaking Bad at the worst possible time. As this,
You cannot sell drugs at the school.
would that be the worst thing that's happened at this school?
No,
I
that would be
mean,
a much more
One other-
chill drama.
Are you Walt or are you Jesse? Can I be the other one?
Can I be the
Willoughby's-
other one?
Willoughby's Jesse. Oh no, wait.
No, I want Willoughby to be wear
This
the
is
tiny
my own
like,
private domicile, and I will not be harassed. Bitch.
and just Willoughby ending every sentence with bitch.
It just
does not sound right in his voice.
No. Willoughby cannot.
Well, when he grows the beard again, you guys
no.
are fucking
there
in
you
for
go.
it.
No.
All bets are off.
Willoughby gets
one other
one
thing.
canonical swear per season. It's like their F word rule, except for Willoughby, it's like ass.
I'll
Willoughby
stop
says
taking up
crap
time. But
and
one other
thinks it's a
thing Law
It is.
does is turn to Sereia and say, I'm also going to need to rebuild it just shows Dutch's melted body. Given you've been helping me and have a knowledge of frogs and frog-based anatomy, I was hoping that you could help me rebuild and give me some pointers on where I might make some mechanical upgrades, at least from a biological standpoint.
I would love to help. I've been thinking, I think we can make Dutch's jump even better by making his
Alright.
back legs more powerful. We could talk about it another time. I'm really hungry. Let's go get food,
Let's
and
go
then
get
we can
food.
rebuild. We can rebuild Dutch.
Where are you guys going to eat?
Just go to Bow's End Tavern so we can have a little alcohol after the hard day and
Just the usual.
have food.
Great, a centralized place. You guys make it almost into Bo's End Tavern. You're ready to open the door, and you hear a bunch of shouting.
Roll for initiative.
As Quintilius, Cadorus, Rosie, Faye, and Order, your sister, are all running down the concourse towards you. Who would run the fastest out of all of them? You guys tell me.
I'm gonna say Cadorus because of the LARPing.
Yeah.
Do like
they're
an elf
very
run.
fit.
Elves do like a
Yeah.
Naruto run in Strixhaven.
They do
In
not.
know, I
Arcavios,
just-
elves do a Naruto
In my
run.
in
Yes.
my brain, it feels like Cadorus would get to us first.
That seems right.
Roll for initiative.
So there's a bunch of shouting. I'm not rolling for 5. Do you guys remember the last time I let you involve a bunch of NPCs?
We all got drunk. It was great.
You all got
Yeah.
drunk and it was great, and a bunch of you made out, and some of you, wow, there's a lot. It's complicated. Quintilius, Cadorus leading up, Quintilius close behind, Order close behind him, Faye, and then Rosie with her little gnome legs bringing up the rear, are all running at you, and I think they didn't have a plan once they found you, so they just sort of all collide. There's like hugging and stuff, and then they all sort of like look back, and Cadorus, who's in the very front, goes, "Where have you been?"
They had us go up to talk to Sharpie, Haha, and Professor Skrillex.
You didn't come out after the battle. You didn't, and the other team didn't, and there was no ceremony or anything, and they tried to put us off, saying there'd been an injury, and we were, he looks at everyone else, we were afraid you died.
Well, Mitzray is probably a little beat up still. She's not like totally healed, so she does look a little worse for wears. They probably are like, seeing that, like, did you actually die?
Maybe we should get a private room in the back and then we can tell you all about it. But we probably shouldn't, looks around, talk right here. We're okay. We're alive. We got a little beat up, but we're okay.
Well, you don't look okay.
Not emotionally. Emotionally, I think we're all a wreck, but we're keeping it together.
Emotionally, I need food and alcohol.
Yes,
It's
come
been
on.
a long day.
Quintilius from the back says, "I'll pay for drinks."
Thank you, Q.
Say, looks at Order, sort of marches up to Law. "Are you dead?"
Oh, Order marches up to
No,
Law,
Faye
just wanna make
marches.
sure.
Faye looks
Oh,
at Order and then marches up to Law. "Are you dead?
No, I'm
You
not
have to tell me
dead.
if you're dead or else it's entrapment."
I'm not dead. I actually, it didn't even attack me. Really, it focused on everyone else. Unfortunately,
Well, none of us know what it is. We just know something bad happened and your sister is freaking out. But if you're a zombie, then I'm going to just
There
kill
were-
you and not let you near her.
pulls Faye over to Order.
Why are you touching me?
just come here for a second. We should talk about this more inside, but there were 2 mage hunters in the locker room.
They both just go completely serious. Okay.
Giselle rushes forward, asks for the room in the back because they've got a party of, is that 4, 5, 6, 7? Can we just have the room in the back, please?
Javanish, who works here, just goes, sets it up for you guys, pulls some extra
Wasn't
chairs
Javanish
in.
on the team? Javanish was on the other team, right?
Yeah.
God, just went straight to work.
They
after
let them.
this?
Well, they let them go. What else are they gonna do?
Yeah, that's just a rough day, my dude.
Yeah.
It's a rough
Gotta get that
day.
bag.
Honestly,
Is
normalcy. It does
Yeah.
a lot.
Giselle,
is
Giselle
Mina
will-
here?
Mina is not here.
Okay.
Just
Is
Giselle's
Xanther
gonna-
here?
Giselle's gonna go to the bar and get like a like frappe and ask for like a shot of, I don't know, fantasy Baileys and pour that in the frappe for Javanish. And then walk over to him.
Hi.
I hope you're okay. And I'm sorry you had to work after all of this. And here's a special coffee.
I didn't have to work after this. I just am working after this.
You alright?
Probably better than you. Are you guys okay?
We got a little banged up, but we got healed. Honestly, we're just all pretty freaked out. We want to know why this keeps happening.
I think everybody does.
They think we have something to do with it, don't they?
I don't.
Thank you.
Giselle. Watch your back, okay?
I always do. Is there a specific reason why you are reminding me? We don't have to talk here, we can talk later.
Just... people talk.
Yes, I know. Gossip should be an extracurricular at this school.
I can't say a lot. But, students... I know you haven't been here very long, but, they have a way of solving disputes without faculty intervening. So...
Thank you.
Thank you. You guys will be okay. Just, stick together.
Get some rest, okay?
I will.
Goes back to the back room.
Law stops by the bar on the way over. Who's working the bar? Is Javanish working the bar, or is it someone else?
Sure, it's
Is it
Javanish.
the hot barkeep?
Oh no, yeah. I mean, Tolk is there too, but he doesn't really work the bar. He sort of manages the bar
Okay, right.
And looks
Just-
sexy.
and looks
Yeah.
super hot while he does it.
Just so much alcohol. Just so much alcohol, please.
Javanish just kind of looks at you like, do you have a preference?
Just so much in the back. So much for everyone.
Oh, I'll just open you up a tab.
Thank you.
Just sends back just a bunch of stuff.
Is Xanther at the bar?
Yeah, I think Xanther is there. Yeah, I don't think any of the others are there, but
Sereia is gonna go talk to him before she goes to the back room with her friends.
okay. I think you see him just sort of like talking to Javanish, and then I think Javanish sees you coming and goes to do something else.
Hi.
Hey, Sereia, what's up? Long time no see.
I feel like I need to do damage control. I kind of yelled at Mina, but she's not here, so I'm gonna start with you.
If you think you hurt Mina's feelings or something, that's not really a thing. So.
No, I just I didn't. I'm not used to sports. There's a lot of adrenaline involved.
Yeah.
So I was a little not myself.
Yeah.
I usually do other things for adrenaline.
Yeah, well, you'd probably feel it more if you came to practice more often, but you're busy. I get that. I get it.
Yeah, somebody keeps trying to kill us, and I feel like we should talk about that maybe. Because I got a weird vibe earlier, and from what I gather, there are some, not so nice rumors going around about my friends and I, and we haven't talked much recently. Really since the bar crawl and how that ended, which was fun. But then not talking afterwards seems like kind of a weird move. But in my defense, people keep trying to kill us.
Yeah, you've been busy. I've been busy. I was maybe going to talk to you about the masquerade, but you already have a date. So, I don't want to, make it extra weird.
I mean, if you'd asked, I would have said yes. But you didn't.
Well, somebody else had already asked you, and you'd already said yes. So that felt rude.
Well, I'm sorry, I guess maybe I should have asked you.
Hey, no hard feelings, gender roles are weird. We should stop having them. Am I right?
I agree, and yeah. And it doesn't help that I spent the last 7 years of my life on an island really only having interaction with one other person. That makes me not good at social interactions. I've noticed since moving here.
I'm gonna be real with you, dude. I don't even know where to start with that one.
Yeah. That's usually what people say. You're not in the minority on that one. So I just wanted to make sure we were okay. Given the last few interactions we've had have been really good, really weird, and now I feel like we're in a strange place.
Yeah, we're fine.
Okay. I feel like this goes without saying, but although my friends and I are the ones who keep getting attacked, it's not for any other reason than somebody probably just wants to kill us. And I would hope that if anybody asks you about that, that would be your stance on the matter, if that makes sense.
I don't gossip, if that's what you're asking.
We've heard a lot of mutterings about what's been going on and how we keep finding ourselves in the middle. And I swear we're not trying. The breaking and entering was our fault. That we did, but You know,
The what?
just minor criminal activities. You should just get
Caw,
that.
caw, stealing the doll. Caw, that's what you meant. Caw.
Right, Sally.
That was our fault,
Feels like a freaking lifetime ago.
doesn't it? Okay, well, you know, we're gonna be drinking in the back room if you want to join us, because it's been a long day. But I understand if you don't.
No, yeah, actually, I think I would appreciate not sitting here by myself. But yeah, no, and he finally, like, looks you in the face. No, we're okay. It's not weird.
Okay.
It's
It's
just-
okay if it's a little weird, because I'm a little weird, or a lot weird, according to some people.
But it's okay.
Okay. Okay, good, because I did not like the way that whole incident ended. You know, we had this, like, big battle, and it was cool that we won, even though none of us expected to win. And then we got attacked by mage hunters the second we got into the locker room. And it's just very traumatizing. I don't know if you've ever seen those things, like, alive and in person. They're scary enough dead. But it was not a great time. You know, you're, like, on a big high from winning something, and then you get attacked by something, and it's just a roller coaster of a day, and I have not had enough alcohol to deal with it. So I would appreciate it if you drank with me.
I would like to drink with you.
Okay, thank you. She'll just drag him back to where her friends are.
Sereia comes back with Xanther in tow.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi, Xanther. You
Hey,
okay?
guys. Are you okay?
No, but, you know, collectively, we're just making sure everyone else is too.
That's just like pouring shots of gin.
Yeah. Hey, just... I know shit was a little weird. After everything happened, I don't really know what to say. I think you guys are legit. So, I'm sorry you have to deal with all that bullshit.
Thank you.
I've had somebody trying to kill me most of my life. This isn't new. She takes the shot of alcohol.
Xanther leans in while Sereia's doing that. She keeps saying that. Do you guys know what she's talking about?
She had a very rough upbringing. We are starting to piece together everything.
No, the
so
answer I'm getting... Willoughby's shaking his head a lot. The answer I'm getting is no. Is no, you have no
Well, we
idea.
haven't really pried too much into Soraya's backstory yet, but I think that's something
Yeah,
we're going
okay,
to
that's
have to
fair, that's
focus on soon.
Yeah, I just haven't really asked. I feel like she'll tell us when she's ready because she tends to just say what's on her mind. So
it
I'm
comes
really
out
just
in
waiting
little
for the
bits and pieces, you know,
Yeah.
and we piece it together.
I just
it's
wanted
like
to-
a big
She also has
puzzle.
like infinite money, and so I think that she's some sort
Yeah,
of
she's like
princess
loaded.
or
It's
yeah.
incredible.
I'm
Yeah.
waiting for the rest of the puzzle pieces personally.
Right.
Okay,
We've got like the edge pieces right now. You know what I mean?
And you're like waiting for the...
Waiting for the rest to see like the picture
Yeah.
come out.
I just
Yeah.
wanted to make sure it wasn't just me. That I was just like missing a fundamental... Okay, great. Okay,
No,
great. Thank you guys so much.
No problem.
that's just Sereia.
Can I
But
ask you
you
guys
should
another
feel.
question?
You should. Yeah, I was going to say you should just feel very special that she's sharing it with you. That means she likes you.
I do,
Mhm.
yeah. So she has a date to the masquerade.
Yes, I think so.
Oh, you think so? So how, like, scale of 1 to 10, how serious do we think it is? I'm just asking for a
mean-
friend. Just
From what I
curiosity.
heard, they asked her first, so sort of snooze you lose situation.
To be perfectly honest, I had heard a lot of people were going to ask her, and also to be perfectly honest, she was pretty oblivious about it. So yeah, I think it was just the first person that asked, and she was happy to go.
Okay.
A date to a dance doesn't have to be like romantic, and it also doesn't have to be like the end all be all. So even if you don't go to the dance with her, you can still like hang out with her.
We're all going together, like even with our dates. Willoughby's my date, and then we're all gonna go
Oh, that's
together.
nice.
Yes.
I put her in a bag.
It was very, very cute.
I'll just remember that Cadoris asked them to the dance. Like looks around, like is Cadoris here? Like
Cadoris
oh
is
my
here.
God. Yeah, I just forgot about that. Like looks over the course to be like, oh shit, I forgot about that. Do I need to be awkward here?
Cadoris sits down next to you. He's brought you a drink. Xanther is going to contemplate everything that Willoughby just said to him, including putting Giselle in a bag and Giselle thinking it was very cute.
Relationship
The
advice
poor
that
handsome
Willoughby
himbo.
wanted her foot.
Put her in a bag. She'll love it.
I don't know what Willoughby is. It's not a himbo, but the brain power level is about there. Or like the awareness level is there.
I mean,
like a
I think
future
he's just a
himbo.
paladin.
Like, hasn't quite
I think
leveled up
that's
there
just
yet.
paladin.
Yeah, that's just paladin energy, I think.
I somehow made
So
a
much
paladin
charisma, very
with
strong.
like the
consequences?
least amount of paladin in him, and he still ended up as a paladin. I'm
So
should be
charismatic,
proud.
very strong.
just my
Thinking ahead.
just my class.
He would never.
the
Xanther
best
is
one.
contemplating how to ask
Everything.
a woman to a dance by putting her in a bag. Lock
How does
doors.
that work?
We were gonna do
Something that
other
only
stuff.
works with cats?
No, I was straight up gonna do other stuff this session, but emotionally it would have been too much. We're doing this now. We're doing this for the rest of the session because I can't do
Oh,
anything else. We'll do
no.
it next week.
Sorry for derailing you by
Sorry.
having an
It's
emotional
not-
crisis
no.
with a boy.
It's not derailing. I don't lay the rails. You guys lay the rails. I just drive the train.
You're the
And-
best conductor.
And you lay the rails, and here's where we are. Locke, Cadoris has brought you a drink that he think you will like.
Thank you. What is this?
Well, it's something that I like, so I thought maybe you would like to try it. It's I won't go into the ingredients, but it's like it's a little earthy, but it's got a little bit of like that after spice. You know, like it's not spicy, but like just enough to be like interesting. Cinnamon. It's got cinnamon in it.
Right. That's vague, and I usually don't know what's in my drinks anyway, so I'm fine with that. And Law drinks it, and I assume enjoys it.
I don't know. That's up to you.
Yeah.
But it's
I mean,
earthy
spicy,
and there's
like,
cinnamon involved.
I have to assume that Kaladesh is all about that spice. So think that's very good. Thank you. Should I get you a drink now? Is that weird? I'll get you the next drink.
I don't think that's weird. No, we can just trade.
Okay.
I'll do something that I think you'll like, and then you do something that you think I'll like, and then eventually we'll find something that we like.
All right.
I mean, we don't have to like it, but maybe. Yes, you can do the next one.
Okay. Like I said, this is all very new to me. I'm still figuring out, so thank you for being patient.
It is to me too.
I need to have a conversation with my sister and her girlfriend, and probably a few others.
What was that?
Nothing. I get that every time I think about Day. It's getting better though. It's like less active nausea and more like just residual.
Are you
kind of
allergic to
effect.
her?
Yes, mildly. We didn't get along together with each other growing up.
Oh.
We're kind of like rivals.
Oh.
They blew
used
up
to
her
use-
bicycle.
Yes. But only after she dyed me blue.
That's like the opposite of you.
Right? Exactly.
La,
All
did
my
you look
clothes
like me?
clashed. Yes. Except
It was more of a blueberry than like a turquoise. Like it was very
Oh.
bright.
yes, and then none of
I-
my clothes worked after.
I feel like blue would be a good color on you, though, La. If you ever decided to change your hair and your just general persona, I think you look good as blue.
Soreya's had a couple drinks.
I'll think about it. Thank you.
Okay. So you need to go talk to your sister. And
if you,
I need to go talk to my best friend, Willoughby Wonderfoot, and make sure that he's okay.
Okay.
So, we'll meet
Okay.
back here in a few minutes.
meet back after. Okay, yes, that
Okay.
works. Okay, bye.
Kadoris goes to find his best friend, Willoughby Wonderfoot.
Whoa, that's me.
Willoughby sits down next to you.
Thank you, Doris.
How are you?
Oh, I know I say I'm tuckered, but like, I feel it in my soul today.
Yeah, that's like a real special kind of tired.
Yeah, it's been a long day.
I was worried about you.
Oh. Well, I was worried about all of my friends, and that includes you. So in a way, I was worried about you too.
That's nice, but I was fine, and you guys were kind of, you know, all caught up
Yeah.
in some stuff.
Yeah.
Are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, it's getting harder not to like worry about it. Like, I'm not as Law's got a lot of trauma with this stuff. There's a lot of stuff that I don't understand, that I don't expect to. And people can tell me when they're ready. But ultimately, I don't know. I just want to protect people. It's kind of my whole thing, reason for why I do what I do. And I don't know. I know I'm a little guy, but this is bigger than me, even if I was a big guy.
Yeah. Well, you've got a heart bigger than most big guys I know. And I mean, everybody trusts you, but these are your best friends, and I don't think it would be bad to ask every now and then.
Yeah.
If people are okay, if they want to talk about things, it's nice to wait for people to come to you, but some people like to hear that what they say is wanted.
Yeah, that's good advice. Thank you.
I'm just glad you're okay.
Oh, me too. Thanks.
Can I get you something to drink?
An apple cider.
I got it.
Thanks,
Get me some
Kadoris.
apple cider. You're his best friend.
I think everybody's Willoughby's best friend.
I think everybody
All
thinks Willoughby is their
53
best friend.
But I was gonna say, but does everybody think Willoughby is their best friend? But the answer to that is also yes.
Also, yes. Everybody thinks Willoughby is their best friend. Everybody loves
Uh,
Willoughby. That's the show.
And I love everybody.
And it's so sweet. I will finish out here. Law.
Okay.
You want to go talk to your sister?
Yeah, and I guess like just like the Kaladeshi crew kind of chatting for that. Like Giselle can join in too if she wants to. I mean, honestly, anybody can come sit down. Like it's not like a secret, but just wants to talk with the two of them specifically. I don't know how much of it we have to role play out, but about the
To
mage hunters.
Tell them stuff. Yes.
Yeah, so I imagine I mean, unless there's anything specifically you're keeping from them.
No.
Okay,
No.
so yeah, you just tell them what happened.
Yeah. So that was rough.
I think Order just like looks at you. Are you okay? Don't lie. I know when you're lying.
Not entirely, but I'm better than I was earlier. Are you okay, knowing that there were mage hunters here?
No, are you kidding?
We should probably tell Dad.
You mean I should probably tell Dad?
No, I mean, I need to probably call him because there's something else that I need to tell him too.
What?
I'm transferring to Quandrix.
Faye sits back in her chair and goes, finally!
Oh, shut up, Thay.
No, shut up, Law. You're a big math building nerd. Stop faking it.
Ignoring her order, you know that I've been wanting to do this anyway, and I've been putting it off, and
I know.
I talked to Professor Skrillex earlier, and
Who?
Professor Scrimmet.
Scrimmet.
We call him Professor Skrillex.
Does he know that?
It's sort of a nickname. Yes,
We said it to his face a number
to
of
his
times.
face multiple times.
I think he likes it as like a nickname. He thinks he's cool.
He thinks a lot of things are cool. He's almost 900 years old.
He says that a lot.
That's good. You should be doing what you want to do. Regardless how much they goes, she's right.
She sort of goes at everything.
Well, at everything you do, but she's also right.
I know I've been...
You should
you
be
know why.
doing
I've
what
been
you're
waiting.
good at.
You tell Dad that.
What is your papa going to do? Do you think he's going to... Do you think he's going to try and take Law out of school if they don't do what
Well,
he wants them to do?
you're an adult. You can go to school for whatever you want. It's just whether or not Papa will pay for it.
And that's what I'm kind of worried about. So if
Well, I
I'm
mean,
going to...
it's not an... I mean, it's a lot of money, but it's not an absurd amount of money. I'm sure we could find it. You can work, I can work.
We did just get the money from the battle, so that can go to some of your tuition.
That's a semester. That's your whole next semester that is paid for. And he's
Right,
already paid
so
for
that
this
gives-
semester, so I mean, you don't have to worry about it until next year. And if he is, well,
Stubborn, like your papa always has been.
no, I mean, if I don't say anything and he is still paying for mine, then all of the money I earn at my job can go to yours.
I don't want you to have to do that.
Well, it's either I do that or I go to bat for you and he stops paying for both of us.
I don't want you to do that either. Let's just see what he says, and if he refuses to pay for my tuition, then
I don't want to just see what he says. I'd like to have a plan.
Okay, we come up with a big fantasy PowerPoint presentation about how important it would be for Law to go forward with what they like
he
to do.
always says how much he hates fantasy PowerPoint. Like they use that in all of the meetings, and it's just like
Okay,
nobody knows
then-
how to do
The only thing he's going to listen
We
to
use
is
Prezi.
data-driven stuff.
We use,
To do what?
we use Fantasy Prezi. It's got all the
Alright,
fancy
Fantasy
effects. It's got the transitions. It's got the sound. It's got sound effects. And we could make it, but Giselle can give it. Because if he hates you, that's fine. No offense.
Oh no, he already hates me. It's fine.
Well, then if he just hates you
here's-
more, then I don't have to suffer, and then he pays for my tuition. I can help pay for Paul's tuition. It's a whole thing.
He's perfect.
I have that's one plan, but I have another, and he's never really taken anything that's made seriously, and mostly it's because I've never really made anything that serious. But I don't have to tell him until we get closer to the end of the semester, until he has to pay for next year. And I'm going to be taking some classes with Professor Scrimmet and working on a couple of other things. And if I feel like if I could put some things that I've learned this semester with my Quandrix courses to like good use and show like how useful that can be, that he can't really argue with like results, you know?
Sure.
Data-driven proof. Absolutely.
What are you going to make?
I have an idea. I might need some help, but
Of course.
I've been focusing a lot on making things to protect myself, I think. But what I've really wanted to do since the attack is to make things that will protect other people too. And things like they used back in the war. And if I
You
could
don't
make
want to
something
make
like-
weapons, do you?
Not weapons, protectors, defenders. Yes, things that could hurt people if the wrong people use them, but I don't want to use them to hurt people. I want to use them to protect people that can't protect themselves.
Okay. I want to help.
Me too. And I know Willoughby and Sereia will help, of course.
Faye wants to help, she just won't say it out loud.
Well, if they wants to, like, leave things outside my room without a note or something to help, then I will consider using them.
We'll make this happen. Because it's very important that you get to do this. You're very good at it. And it makes you happy.
Well, it's also important to me that I help keep the rest of you safe, because you saw how badly Sereia and Willoughby got hurt during that fight. I feel like I didn't really...
Sereia comes wandering over at this point, and she's like, I can always bring you guys back from the dead.
She can. She's very powerful.
She is our Lord and Savior.
Please don't say that to Father.
I wouldn't. I'm not actually a member of our cult. I've just encouraged some people to join it.
There's a cult.
No!
Yes, they meet next Wednesday.
Should we go?
I don't know. It might cause a fervor. Maybe you let them get a couple of sessions under their belt before you appear. You
Be
know.
mysterious.
I don't know, the fervor community has been way more accepted lately. You know, they wear their suits and everything, but it's nice. We have to
I
end
think
the
we're
episode.
having
now.
a miscommunication with the Kaladeshi accent. It's fine.
We have to end the episode of the show now.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Soraia's passing around a bottle of some unknown liquor. to
We can
everybody.
talk more next episode if we need to, but thank you so much.
Well, that's all the time we have tonight, folks. Thanks for coming to our show.
Cadoris is
We were
applauding.
emotionally damaged.
Cadoris is applauding somewhere in the corner. We have to end the show now.
I really want Willoughby to do a
Somebody
Porky
make
Pig,
out.
That's all, folks.
That's all, folks.
Thank you so much. everybody for joining us tonight. That was a heartfelt, emotional episode after, all of the combat. And we're gonna get into even more of it next week when we come back. Let's go around very quickly and do some stars and wishes.
I can start. My star goes to Law for that wonderful, vulnerable conversation with Professor Skrillex. That hurt my heart, but in a good way. My wish is y'all have to remind me, we cannot leave this bar before Giselle reminds you all that she was literally told we need to watch our backs. Y'all, we're gonna get jumped. We're gonna get jumped. Someone's gonna steal our Air Force Ones. I'm very, very worried here. So, but yeah. My wish is that we kick whoever is gonna jump us's ass. Yep.
I will
Well,
give mine.
go.
No,
you go. No, you go.
I'll go. I'll give. Well, I was gonna give mine to Sereia for being emotional support and also, hot damn, just like standing up to people and really just giving them hell.
So
especially with Mina,
because she's a Mina.
Yeah. That was good. We saw a lot of different peaks and valleys of Sereia's.
She's such a roller coaster. I'm sorry you're all along
She
for the
is.
ride.
I love it. And my wish is going to be to explore other characters' emotional trauma.
I would just like to remind everybody that I did not invent this emotional trauma for Law.
No, I totally did. The first time the Mage Hunter showed up, I was like, Savannah, can I has?
Can I have emotional trauma?
Sure,
Thank
you can have it, but you're gonna have to deal with it. And now it's like, oh, maybe we should talk about other people's emotional trauma.
It was really that. I was like, that's where Law's leg went. Please.
Yeah.
That ate it.
We're loving it, though.
We're
loving it. It's very interesting.
Yeah.
It's very good.
We love
It's
backstory
just had a
tie-ins.
very good twist. Yes.
Yeah.
I love it. My star is a tie for both Willoughby and Law because they just want to protect their friends, and I just love it so much. But like in very different ways. Like Law wants to build things in general, but now they want to build things to also protect their friends, and I just like love that as like a character progression with the group and everything. Man, Willoughby's just the best. Just always like wants to protect his friends, and like I don't know, he's just our emotional support, but also our tank. Like,
this
how?
one heals your heart.
Like how are you our tank, but
they just
also
come
our
to me.
emotional support? Like I just can't. It's
I
just so good. I love it so much. And my wish is for more of that. No, but also that we managed to go to this dance without getting dead. Because I want to see, I'm loving the idea of like a little bit of dance drama, like, because like, Giselle is dating Quintilius, but like going to the dance with Willoughby, and like, is Quintilius gonna be threatened?
Quintilius.
Is he gonna be threatened?
He hasn't brought it up yet.
He hasn't talked about it yet.
No,
He hasn't brought it up yet.
I know.
Mr. Steal Your
So-
Girl over here.
Yeah.
Seriously. Mr. Steal Your Cat Girl.
I mean, dude.
Wow, Batman over
And I
here.
love it. Seriously.
He put me in the bag. I don't know. It was really adorable.
If you
I-
like
It
a
was
woman,
very
you want to go to a
healthy.
dance with her, you put her in a bag.
And
As
now
your
Xander's over
lawyer,
here like, wait,
It's your legal
what?
counsel.
Feel like I should say don't do that.
I can't wait to
You're
go
not-
to your wedding.
Huh?
You are gonna put her in a
No.
bag, right?
Yeah.
That's how the ceremony
Who's to say
ends.
she's not
Put
already
Lana
in
in
the
a bag.
bag right now here.
Oh God.
As my lawyer, my wife is not in the bag.
Who hasn't done? Somebody hasn't gone yet. Somebody definitely hasn't gone yet.
Robert.
This is Bobbert.
That's me. Hello, hi. My stars were gonna go to literally, all the people that have gotten stars tonight. Law for me needing to spend a lay on hand point on my own heart, and Sereia for turning on the I will fight you. Hell yeah.
I do have to give
I
another star
wouldn't-
to Rob for the Willoughby hand on heart thing because that was
So
That one's for your heart.
They just come to me, man.
I'm gonna feel that for the whole rest of the week.
We all
On
need
my
a lay
heart.
on heart.
Oh, new
Yeah.
spell, custom spell, one
Lay
on
point,
heart.
lay on heart. Willoughby, add it to your tracker.
Give me a wish
I wish
with all
I
my heart.
was
Oh,
a
my
fish.
heart.
Oh, yeah, that too.
I'm
Um,
wishing.
I wish I could trust Professor Skrillex. I'm waiting to be backstabbed, and I
You guys
Rob
moved
is-
off of Sharpbeak to Skrillex so quickly.
Because he's involved with the dig site. He's being awfully fucking chummy. I've got trust issues. I
just
don't
assume
know.
whoever we trust the most at the time is the one that's going to betray us.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not getting my hopes up that anybody outside of us and the few people that we're pretty sure for students aren't involved.
I just wanted
The
to
only
be clear that I have
person
done
I
literally
trust-
nothing to sow this discord.
No,
you guys
you
have
haven't.
made all of
It's
this up by
mistrust.
yourselves.
The only person I
It
trust
is our
is
own
Tom
mistrust.
Bodette because he's programmed to serve.
What if
And he'll
Tom-
leave the light on for you.
I mean, do you know
And
that
that-
about him, or are you just assuming that about him?
I've
No,
done
we're gonna
nothing
act
to
as a
sow
crisis.
these seeds, and then shit like that.
This isn't canon.
Yeah.
After game
Call
chats
them-
are not canon, or are they? Just-
Call them Leo because they do be incepting things in my head.
Or maybe Tom Bodette has a cannon. That's all for us tonight. We have to go now. I've done nothing wrong
We all need
ever
sleep.
in my entire life. And also, we
know
all
that, and we love you.
so desperately need to go to sleep. The last dregs
Yeah.
of our energy are turning into this conversation,
Yeah.
which some of you out there are paying money for. This is your quick reminder. Thank you to everybody who has hung out with us. We love you so much. Thank you to everybody who has subbed to this channel this month and also in the past. It's still September for a few more days. So if you want to sub, add a discount, now is the time. You can sub, but you can do it for cheaper for you and for the big man who gets all the money, but we get the same amount of money. That's super cool. That's all my shilling that I'm gonna do. Thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out with us, for watching, for following, for your chat redemptions and all that. There was no loot drop this time.
Mecca is channel point.
Like
4.
an incredible oasis in the storm. In the
Hold on, Mecca, I'm
eye
gonna
of the
send you some points.
hurricane, I am blinded. There's no loot drop. What am I to do? We have to go now. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us. We're all gonna go to sleep, but we will be back raring to go for even more drama, because these guys have no idea what I have planned coming up. There's gonna be drama, and there's also
We're
gonna
in
be a
danger.
masquerade, and maybe the two will connect. Who knows? Join us tomorrow, live at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, with the wonderful Tuesday crew, I think, for Escape Velocity. Stars Without Number, a wonderful little sci-fi game that they have going on over there. And the rest of our schedule can be found here on our Twitch page, on our Discord, and also on our Twitter. But as far as Strixhaven is concerned, we will see you in 1 week. And until then, good game and good night, Internet.